Hi, welcome back. It is finally moving day. So after looking pretty much from everywhere from eastern Tennessee to San Antonio area, God finally said we go here, so we are going there. We're driving out first thing in the morning, doing a walkthrough and closing this morning. Our vehicles are loaded with whatever we can carry. We're actually going to come back on Sunday to move the furniture and get movers for that. But here we go. God help us. Yeah, we've got a brief stop halfway there for coffee. Unfortunately, the store is not actually open, but only the drive-through. So I'm gonna go drive through and get coffee for my wife because I've already got coffee. Getting there, and we made it. We're here for the pre-closing walkthrough. Thankfully, the builder left me that nice pile of dirt over there, so that's gonna turn into garden, hopefully. And now we're about to be buying the house. At the closing, waiting to sign paperwork. And we just bought a house. Up next, breakfast. And here we are moving in. We actually don't have most of our stuff, but we've got some, actually most of the kitchen is here and a lot of the clothes, so we're hauling stuff. And first dinner in the new place, slightly improvised table. But at least we got a radio. Okay, it's Sabbath afternoon. I'm back at the old place. Church was great. We're coming back here. The idea is we got movers coming in the morning. We're going to get the last of our stuff and head out tomorrow. On the way here, though, I got rear-ended. Pretty minor damage. The guy who hit me didn't have his insurance information and said he was going to text it to me. I don't know. He's a Hispanic young man. I think it's the first time he'd been in an accident, and was all like on the phone calling people. So he gave me his phone number. I texted him my insurance info. He didn't respond, so I don't know if it's really the right phone number if I just got BS, but no. Everything still works. The tailgate's got a little more personality than it used to. And the bumper, as you can see, it's at a slight angle. It might be slightly bent. I don't know. But like, that's at a different angle than it used to be. Because this used to be flat. Well, I wonder if it scraped the body panel there. We'll find out. Unfortunately, bumpers are kind of safety equipment, so that is really good. Oh yeah, it is bent. You can see it's like light coming through there where, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. But the adventure of moving continues. Yeah, at this point I look a little messed up. But it turns out the movers can't disconnect the washer because they're not licensed plumbers. So I had to go climb back there and do that. And the first time doing that, it didn't go too bad. But when you turn off the water hoses, it's important to turn them in the correct direction. Thankfully, these only go one way, but it's the opposite of the direction that the instructions said. Go figure. Also, after climbing over this thing more times than I want to admit, I'm tired. Blah. Okay, last morning in the old house. Breakfast is tortillas, weird leftover beans, and, well, I can wrap that and call it a taco, sort of. Hey, it's food. All in boxes. I'll miss the garden temporarily. Yeah, a lot of memories here. A lot of memories here. Well, end of the garden. I'm gonna take those poles if I think about it. Compost that never got used.
I was intended to build corn in this raised bed, and that corn is completely unproductive. But there's now potatoes buried at the end, so if you happen to be the person who buys it, watch out for the potatoes, like probably up to about here, like in that section. I think we're leaving the fire pit. My black bean experiment. Yeah, it was an experiment. Sure, it hasn't been watered in a couple of days and isn't looking good, but that was way too densely packed anyways. So, whatever. We're just gonna let that die. Potatoes I didn't dump out. The poblanos, which look oddly diseased after being neglected for 2 days. Onions I've never pulled up. Tabascos. Let's get a dead leaf somewhere in there. No fruit. Serranos. Oh, I've got one that's actually got color. I'll take those with me. Looks like that other Serrano plant's got no fruit on it whatsoever. But it's big. And then my habaneros that have produced absolutely nothing. Oh well, that kind of year. Movers are showing up in about a half hour, so it's bye-bye to the onion patch. Ripping them out. I wish you could smell this. It actually smells amazing. Which makes sense, it's onions. Okay, so we're on move day. Movers are scheduled and showing up at 9:30. The problem is it's 9:49, and if you look out the window behind me, you'll notice there's no movers there. Yeah, I've called them 3 times now. I've gotten a voicemail each time. This isn't going well so far. But everything's in boxes, so it's a win, sort of. Boxes are just still here. So now we're up to 10:15. Move was scheduled for 9:30. After multiple calls and talking to the voicemail a few times and sitting on hold, I did get a call from 2 men in a truck. They said they'll be here in a half hour. So, an hour and 15 minutes late. But hey, we'll get there. Hopefully. Maybe not today, but we'll find out. Hopefully today. Okay, completely unrelated note. I thought it was a good idea to take the chocolate chips that I had nowhere to put and stick them in my coffee and have chocolate coffee. The result is I have a pile of chocolate chips at the bottom of my coffee container that are like half melted. This is kind of nasty. So, if anyone was thinking this was a good idea, it wasn't.
Whole thing comes off?
Yes. I've never seen one like this.
No, I'm not either.
We are absolutely sending this video to
Probably the owners
Bobby.
don't even know.
Well, we're the owners now. Yeah, it's there.
The box was that one? How about that box, the Amazon box?
Hmm?
Oh. I should bring it. I need water. I need water. That's the head, right?
Yep.
29%.
At this point, we got 4 guys moving, so we are just staying out of their way.
You ready? Yeah.
Oh wow, it's gonna take a lot of space.
made a tile and we're unloading. Getting there. So it might be a sign you're a workaholic when you move and the first thing you want to set up is your office. And I'm going to have a cool bookshelf. And it's also the guest bedroom. Yeah. So there's a lot to do. All that's got to get moved twice. But we are here. And it is just insanely quiet, except for the radio. If you walk out, it's just silent. It's awesome. We now have a real table. Dig my hand. Either way, we have a real table. It's kind of nice. In the joys of buying a new house, this is trip to Home Depot number 2. This is a lot for a company's customer service when they have 1, 2, and 3 no gun signs right outside the door. Not a good sign. So I'm up to putting in setup lines number 5, and it turns out you need 4 screws, they give you 5. So I'm not even going to touch the screws that came in this package. Okay, first new tool since buying the house, post hole digger. Hopefully, probably tomorrow, we'll have a mailbox. Because we've got 2 Amazon packages sitting at the post office because they won't deliver without a mailbox. Even though the packages won't actually fit in a mailbox, they still won't deliver them anyway, so we need a mailbox. Probably tomorrow because I don't have the cement to do the base, but anyways, we'll get there. Well, the hole's deep enough, and I love this thing. Post hole diggers are awesome. Listen to that. So end of day 4, and we have laundry. Okay, we have a washer. I don't actually know if the dryer works, but it's all hooked up, so hopefully it does. Yay, laundry. And the dryer works. Day 5, and we finally got our mail. Mostly because we didn't have a mailbox before now, so we had to come to the post office, and they were wondering who we were that kept getting packages and didn't have a mailbox. So, we'll cement it later today. And there it is, the fiber optic cables being run, we hope. Soon we will be online. Okay, I think this is still day 5. And we have cemented in the mailbox. By the way, this is some seriously quick concrete. I think that thing set in like 15 minutes, less than, while we were chatting with a neighbor. We have a mailbox. So we put down a bunch of the moving boxes, and I'm using the old buckets of soil to hold them down. The goal there is to just kind of kill off the weeds, and then we can start planting stuff in the areas. And I'm pretty much out of energy at this point, so we'll just see how it goes. Well, after I think 7 phone calls, we finally are signed up for trash service. The email forms that the trash service company were going to send us never came through, but eventually, after several calls, we're signed up for trash. Unfortunately, we still don't have internet, so we are currently at the parking lot of a Shell, which has at least cell phone access, so we can make some phone calls. We're praying internet's going to be connected by Friday. I suppose by the time you can see this video on YouTube, I'll have internet, but right now I don't. It is turning out to be a good day. We just got a call from Mid-South Fiber. They've got an open appointment. Oh, my hair's a mess. Anyways, they've got an open appointment, so they should be coming by between, I think you said, it's either 2 and 3 or 3 or 4 and 5. Either way, they're coming by this afternoon, and we are going to be online by dinner, hopefully. It might be a late dinner, but hopefully we'll still be online by then. Well, glad this place has a warranty because that connection down there, down, I can't point to it, is leaking behind the fridge. And with the rain, we didn't discover it until recently. So, got another request out to the warranty. I just filled 2 of the water storage buckets that had been empty since moving, and we've got the water to the house turned off. Oh well. It turns out when you don't have internet, watching a Roomba bang into walls is high entertainment. And now that I said that, it stopped banging into walls. Ding, there it goes. Come on, and thunk. And thunk, thunk. Just gonna let that stop moving. Thunk. Thunk.
Oh, I meant to, but then I got sidetracked.
And now we have a backyard airsoft shooting range. Don't look that surprised you hit. It's cool. I am definitely going to be spending way too much time out here. And that's it for moving in the first week. Hopefully videos will be back to relatively normal next week.
Where's it going?